Hey guys, and welcome to the channel. Glad you can join me today. So what I'm going to show you today is a real treat. So it is what I term as a bacon pie, but as you see as we put this together, it's just not a pie, it's so much more. Let's get to it. Right, so the first thing we need to do is get our mince prepped. So this is 5% fat mince, so I've personally gone quite lean in terms of the mince. I don't want tons of fat in there because it just make it soggy, and the fat's got nowhere to go. So I can't want, and also we're using a lot of bacon in this, so I can't want a lean mince to start with. So I've got 750 grams of mince here. I'm just going to stick this straight in this pot. Then what I'm going to use next is some Sure Shot SIDS. So this is a seasoning that I regularly use, and I proper love this stuff. The more I use it, I just find it more and more versatile. So if you can get onto this, please try it. And we're going to give that a decent sprinkling all over. So I'm not going to go too heavy with this particular seasoning, because we're going to add a few other elements to it as well. You don't need it too salty because you've got the bacon. We're going to put cheese in the middle of this as well, so you've got to be a bit mindful of that, but a little bit more, and I think we should be there. Next I'm going to get some paprika, and this is smoked paprika. A bug, there you go mate. Ta. Right, put a bit of this on there, and again we're just going to mix that through. So paprika gives it a beautiful smoked flavour, gives it a gorgeous colour as well, and just a couple of teaspoons, or maybe a teaspoon and a half, the quantity we're doing, and we're just going to mix that through. It's all fun and games. Get your hands in, mix it up. That's it. That is looking perfect. Right, so happy with that. So let's set that aside for 1 second. Next thing you want to do is get yourself a cast iron skillet. As long as you have an oven proof dish, that's fine, but we're going to put this in the Traeger. The Traeger's going to be running at 375, and so you just need to be a bit mindful that you need something there that can go up to that sort of temperature. As long as you've got something, that's fine. Today we're using cast iron, which is one of my favourite things to do. Next we're going to get some streaky bacon. So what we're actually going to do, because this is quite a wide skillet, what we're going to do, and we need to wrap this over the top, so if we imagine that's going to go over the top like that, what we need to do, that kind of gives us our preference. And don't worry, this is a clean surface, I'll give everything a wipe down before I start. And what we're actually going to do is go around and literally cover the whole thing in bacon. I mean, how good is that? Bacon. I love bacon. Everything is good with bacon. I should make that into a saying. Probably already is, to be fair. Right, so I'm going to quickly do that, and then we'll cut back to this glorious thing once I've got it all baconed out. Right, okay, so that's fairly even fanned out. So you may have noticed there's obviously a hole in the middle here, so that's absolutely fine. The reason I'm doing that is because I'm going to get some more bacon and put that across, and that's going to act as our bottom, and when we fold that bacon over the top, it should keep it all together. Just try to be a little bit careful not to go too thick, because if you pile up shed loads of bacon in one spot, then what you might find will happen is that that bit won't cook as evenly or at the same time as the rest of things. So really this bottom layer is just kind of like just to weave everything together. Perfect, look at that. So yes, lovely stuff. Right, next we're going to get our mince back, and what we're going to do is simply put that around. So we want quite a thin layer, we don't want it too thick. So I'm starting off with the outside layer first, and what I plan to do is that we're going to have some beautiful cheese going across the top of this. So when you cut it and pull it apart, you get that gorgeous bacon, you get all the beef, all the beautiful seasoning, and then you get a layer of cheese as well. I mean, come on, that's pretty good in anyone's book. Okay, and that's looking pretty good to me. So my wife taught me this nice little trick the other day that she uses. So I've got an onion, white onion, and I've sliced kind of like a nice sort of thick sort of section in that. And as you can see, I've not peeled it first. Now once it's actually cut, it's really easy just to peel that skin off. So it's a nice little trick. And what we're going to do is place those onion rings around here, and then lastly one over here. So you should get pretty much a nice bite of onion in every single one. So this is mozzarella cheese, and this is a cheese that they use on pizza. So it melts really nice and quickly, and also it's nice and stringy, beautiful flavour to it. And so we're going to put that on top of these minced onions, fold it all in. Happy days. Okay, so you can see that's how thick I've cut it. And you can see the reason I cut it as thin as I have, I don't want it too thick, is because I want that cheese to melt. I don't want tons and tons and tons and tons of it, so it leaks out everywhere and looks really messy, and kind of like you're going to have cheese in every single bite. So that sort of size will just be perfect. And I'm just going to place that around the pie, and that looks good. So the next thing to do is to fold the bacon over. So we will probably find that we're going to have some gaps, which is absolutely fine. What we'll do, if there's any gaps that are in it, we'll just get a few bits of bacon that we kept back, and we'll just cover those gaps up. But so far, looking good. Okay, that looks really good. Didn't have to do anything. You've got a couple of gaps here, but to be honest, it should be pretty good, I think. I'm just gonna kind of wrap a safety. So what we're gonna do is just take that bacon across there. Because when the bacon cooks, you are gonna get a bit of shrinkage, so you have to allow for a little bit, but it should be pretty good. That perfect, lovely stuff. That is looking good. So this is the barbecue sauce I made in a recent video. The link's up there, please go and have a look at that video. It's really simple, really easy to make, and tastes fantastic. And what we're going to do is put a decent helping all over. So what this is going to act to do is kind of like act as a bit of a glaze. It's going to go give it some beautiful colour and flavour, and just, I mean, to be honest, it looks good enough to eat now, to be fair. So as mentioned at the start, I'm going to put this in the Traeger. It's going in at 375. Now I haven't turned the Traeger on yet, and the reason why I haven't turned it on is because as it heats up, it's going to put a lot of smoke through the cook chamber, and because it's going to be a relatively short cook, it just helped to get that smoke flavour on that, and that's kind of like another reason why we're doing the smoker. It's just going to get that next element in there. So let's put this in the smoker, and we'll check back probably every half an hour until we think it's good. This has had about an hour and 20 minutes, and you can see now we're in autumn, it gets dark so quickly. So all the lights are on, so hopefully you can see okay. Right, so let's grab this out, let's have a look at it, see how we did. Smells amazing. Now, as you did see, I took it out of the skillet and put it on top of the grates and using the skillet as a drip pan. The reason they did that is because the bacon wasn't crisp enough for what I wanted. So by doing that, it allowed it to crisp up on the top and the bottom, and that's kind of what you want. You don't want flabby bacon. Nobody wants flabby bacon. So let's grab it and have a look. Look at that. That is beautiful. You can see we've got the crispy bacon out here, and it's really cool here where the heat was coming up the side. And you can see it's got like all cooked through, so absolutely gorgeous, and it smells amazing. Oh, right, so let's take it out here, take a few pictures, you got to do it, and then we'll have a cut and a taste. So look, you can see that is holding together beautifully. Oh, I can't wait. That looks absolutely gorgeous. Let's give it a cut and see how this looks. Now look at that. You've got beautiful layers of bacon, mince, onion and cheese and more bacon. Right, so let's give it a try. It's going to be raging hot, but can't wait. I have to tell you, that is one of the nicest things I've eaten in a very long time. You've got that beautiful bacon, you've got the barbecue sauce on top, you've got that mince that we put all those herbs, spices, you've got that onion on top for a bit of crunch, and you've got that cheese in there as well. I'm going back for a second bite, can't help it. So thanks for watching today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. Please don't forget to subscribe to the channel. It's free, doesn't cost you anything. Also, if you enjoyed this video, hit the old like button as well. Let YouTube know that you enjoy my content. But until then, I will see you in the next video. Take care.